This teaching method is great for elementary classrooms because it caters to visual and interactive learning styles. It can also be adapted for various subjects and grade levels, making it a versatile tool for teachers. The chalk drawing on boards method is particularly effective for elementary students because it caters to visual and interactive learning styles. At this age, students are naturally curious and enjoy engaging with their environment through art and play. This method allows them to do so while learning essential concepts. Here's how to use chalk drawings on boards in the classroom. Start by drawing a border around the edge of the board. Divide the border into segments, each representing a step in the solution. For example, if you're solving a math word problem, each segment could represent a different part of the solution process. Next, write the question or prompt in the center of the board. This could be a math word problem, a science question, or a writing prompt, depending on the subject you're teaching. Divide the class into teams and assign each team to one of the segments of the border. Each team will work together to solve one part of the problem or answer one aspect of the question. Give each team a different colored piece of chalk and have them write their solution or an explanation of their thinking within their section of the border. As they work, circulate around the room, providing guidance and support as needed. Once each team has completed their portion of the task, have them stand up and share their solution with the class. This allows students to practice their collaboration and communication skills. After all the teams have presented their work, review the answers as a class. Discuss any misconceptions or alternative strategies and provide positive feedback. This method is an excellent way to differentiate instruction and meet the needs of all learners. For example, you could provide additional resources or support to students who are struggling or challenge advanced learners with more complex questions. You can also modify the activity to include different learning modalities. For example, you could have students draw a picture to represent their solution or use manipulatives to model their thinking. Another way to differentiate is to allow students to choose which segment of the border they want to work on. This gives them some autonomy over their learning and allows them to select a portion of the task that they feel confident tackling. You can also use this method for independent or collaborative learning. If you want students to work independently, provide each student with a different colored piece of chalk and have them complete one segment of the border. Then have them rotate around the room, observing and reflecting on their classmates' work. To make this activity even more engaging, you can use colorful, tactile materials such as dry erase markers, colored pencils, or crayons. You can also use visual aids such as pictures, diagrams, or real objects to help students understand the concepts. For example, if you're teaching a lesson on fractions, you could use a pizza or pie to represent the whole, and then cut it into pieces to represent the different fractions. You could also use fraction circles or other manipulatives to help students visualize the concepts. Another great way to use chalk drawings on boards is to have students draw and label various parts of the classroom. This is a fun and interactive way for students to learn about their environment while practicing their observational skills. For example, you could have them draw and label different pieces of furniture such as desks, chairs, and tables. Or you could have them draw and label different classroom supplies such as pencils, erasers, and crayons. You could even have them draw and label different parts of the classroom itself, such as the windows, doors, and light switches. If you are looking for a simple yet effective way to engage your elementary students and make learning more interactive, then the chalk drawing on boards method is definitely worth trying. Not only does it cater to visual and interactive learning styles, but it can also be adapted for various subjects and grade levels, making it a versatile tool for any teacher's toolkit. So why not give it a try and see how your students respond?